All right, so we're going to do a review of the BenQ LH820ST short throw projector, laser projector. It's a good projector. Let's check it out. All right, so you may be asking, why is the projector just laying on the floor? Well, this projector is going to be used for my inflatable simulator setup, which I'll throw a picture right there. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to set it up here inside the sim room and project it onto our 15.5-ish by 10, give or take an inch or two, screen. Now, the distance that this needs to be back for this screen size is right around 11 feet or so. I'm gonna go ahead and set this up now with the actual screen. As you can tell, it's a little bit off in the corner over there, but we're gonna see how quick I can do that. So let's do that now. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and click on the menu here. And you can see we're a little tilted. I don't know how much you can see it in the image there, but from what I can see, it's a little tilted because the projector is over to the side from the center. Now, if I had this mounted on the center, you wouldn't have to deal with any of this keystone stuff. However, I am going to mount it off to the side because a couple reasons. One, so I can hit a couple golf balls now that my back will let me somewhat move. I just got off the inversion board and got a good stretch down here in my lower back, and it seems to be loose right now, so that's a positive. So I'm going to set this up over to the side. So a lot of people, when they have their setups, they don't have as much room as what I have here. So what they find that they need to do is set the projector off to the side. But when you do that, you got to have a projector that has the keystone functionality. Some do not have that function. They only go up and down. They're made to be in the center of the room, in the center of the screen. And depending on your setup, you might not be able to do that. But with this projector, you can. So let's go ahead and click on the keystone here. So we'll click on menu. I'll try to get out of your way so you can see. We're going to go down to display, and we're going to turn on our test pattern. Now what that is basically just going to give us a big grid. And now this makes it a lot easier to tell how it's shifted, how it's turned, what we need to do. I can tell by looking in the image on the screen here on the phone that it looks all right, but what I'm seeing here, it's definitely crooked. So I need to fix this top right corner, top left corner, bring the bottom right corner in, and we'll be good to go. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and click menu. Let's go down here to 2D keystone, and we're going to adjust by clicking right. That'll bring our image more square. Go back a little bit. And what we're looking for is these squares to be, well, squares. So they look like even squares. That's how you know that it's aligned correctly. Otherwise, you get like a crooked kind of square, then you know it's on the side still, and you don't want that. So that looks pretty good. I'm gonna fix this bottom right corner here a little bit though. Let's see. Looks like, let's go back this way a little. And this is just kind of trial and error here. I'm not really working on exactly, which button does what. Just kind of hitting up, down, left, and right to figure it out. And then we're gonna hit back, come down to corner fit, and we want to move this bottom right corner up a little bit so it matches this left corner over here. It's going to hold it down. Look at that. You can see I got about 2 to 3 inch gap on the bottom left, and the same over here, 2 to 3 inch gap on the bottom right. And we can back out of this. I would say that's pretty good for the screen size. That's about what it's going to fit. This would. All right, so now let's get rid of this pattern here. So we're going to come up to test pattern. Hit back, go up to the test pattern, turn that off, and then we get our image, and it looks more square. And then on the front of the unit, it does have a focus, so you can move the focus left and right if need be. So something kind of like this, if it's blurry, you can kind of fix that like that. That's not too bad. Now let's change the aspect ratio if we can. So this would be a 4:3. This is a 16:9. And that's a 16:10. So I'm gonna go back to the 16:9. Like that. We're gonna adjust this All right, so I adjusted the focus just a little bit to make it look a little bit better, but now we have a full screen. So let's see what it looks like playing GS Pro, and let's talk about. All right, so what I can see with my own eyes on the screen is a little bit different than what I can tell that you're seeing through the camera. I'll try to adjust that a little bit to get the best image quality that looks more realistic here in a second. I'm gonna talk about some of the features that you're gonna get with the BenQ LH820ST. First off, it is a short throw projector, so you're gonna be able to use it closer to the screen than farther away from the screen. It'll also work farther away, but it's designed to be probably somewhere between, I'd say 6 and 10 feet for most people is what they're gonna need for this. And for a lot of people with smaller setups, it's gonna be pretty good. It is a laser projector with a light that is estimated for 20,000 hours at full brightness. 20,000 hours that you get off of it. It features an instant on and off. So some projectors, if you didn't know, you would turn them on. It takes 10 seconds or so to warm all the way up. I found this one seems like it takes 2 to 3 seconds, which I guess is considered as instant if most are around 10 seconds. It does have auto off though. As soon as you click off, it goes off. My other projector, it kind of slowly goes off. So whether that's a selling feature, that's a major thing, I don't know. I don't think so. I have 10 seconds to spare for one to turn on, but it is going to be 10 seconds faster for you. It does have a digital shift and a keystone for offsetting. Like I said here, this projector is set off to the side of the screen, and you can tell we still have a square image on the screen, which is a great thing for some people that either can't mount it on the ceiling, don't want to mount it on the ceiling, don't have room to mount it maybe in front of the unit or in front of the hitting area. So you want to mount it off to the side, right? So you can put it on a cart, you do whatever with it, pull it out, put it up, and you're good to go. If you don't want to permanently mount something to the ceiling, or if you can't because you're in a garage that has, maybe it has the actual garage door opener on the ceiling in that spot, and you need that spot, you can't get it, just mount it off to the side and you can come down at an angle. Easy as that. It can be used for indoor and outdoor use, obviously. I wouldn't leave it outdoors, but it is a good projector for a movie night or something like that on the side of the garage, or the side of the house, or whatever. You can do that. I'm gonna adjust the camera so you get the best image possible, and we'll hit a couple shots so we can kind of see what it looks like with the trees and the grass and the water and whatnot. So 1 second. All right, so I got the camera set up so you can try to get the best image angle that you can see that looks what it looks like in real life. Now, all right, so this is a Carl's premium screen. And if you don't know a lot about impact screens, I'll give you a quick little class. First off, normally there's 3 different versions. You get a version that is more a loose fabric that you can kind of see through a little bit more, all the way up to something that's more thick and like a higher thread count, put it that way. So with a thin impact screen, the image isn't going to look as good. It'll still look good. I mean, my old screen was junk and it still looked fine. But the higher end screen is going to look better because you're not going to lose the image through the screen. It's going to get stuck in the fabric of the screen, giving you a brighter screen, that kind of thing, right? So you want to be able to have a good screen with a good projector to get the best out of it. So let's hit a couple shots and see what it looks like. Let's see what I can do here. Hit a little draw. Okay, little draw down the middle, and you can see the image quality looks great. I would have 0 complaints about using this projector. All right, so I got it set up here. It says we're 138 yards away, but as with the water, you can see, I don't know if you can see it as good as I can see it, but I can definitely see the flickering of the water, making it look more realistic. I mean, it looks like real water. I mean, the projector, I can even see a little bit of the logo on the golf ball. Now, you probably can't see that, but I can. Bounce hard. I will take that. But yeah, it looks good. No complaints. Let's check out another course. All right, one thing I wanted to go through real quick before I change courses is the color quality on this projector seems to be better than my current projector, which is the BenQ MW632ST, I want to say. But the blue looks great. Oh, that's one of the other features. It does have a feature to allow you to set it up for golf mode. What golf mode is, let me show you. So we go picture. This is golf mode. We can go to RGB, video mode, user 1, which would be a custom setting, user 2, custom, like a cinema mode. I'm not sure what that is, brightness, presentation, but we get back to golf. This is golf mode. And the purpose of the golf mode would be to bring out those greens, the blues, all the stuff that you would see on a golf course. And they did a good job, it looks good. All right, so while this course is loading, I want to talk to you about something else too. So the BenQ website also has a calculator that will allow you to choose the area that you have, and it will help you figure out which projector that you need, or if you do have a projector, of where it needs to be placed to fit the size of the screen. They also have free consultations. So you can just get a hold of them and say, hey, I have this much space, this much room. What do you have that'll work for me? So that's a good thing. All right, so we're at hole number 5 at Muirfield Village. I'm gonna go ahead and try to play this entire hole. Let's see what we got here. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be real bad. So I'm just gonna start off with a 5-iron here because this is just a par 5. Looking for a little fade, and I got it. Oh no, I didn't think I was gonna hit it that far. That's okay though. We're gonna hit it under all this stuff. Let's see if we made it. We did. Stop. I mean, the colors just look great. Stop, do not go in the water. All right, we're not in the water. 91. I did pull it a hair, I felt that. Look at that. I will take it. And you can see the image, how great it looks. So I can say that this is the best looking projector I have ever had in this room, without a doubt. All right, so I got another course pulled up here. We're gonna play around with it a little bit. We'll play 2 or 3 holes to get an idea. I can't get over how clear and crisp some of these images are. I may have to switch out my old projector for this one. I hate to say it, but that might happen. All right, so I'll be over here on the side. You can't see me, so I'll try to speed this up as much as possible. I'm just gonna lay up here so we can kind of get more images. Let's see what we got. It's a horrible shot, but you can see mountains, grass. Go. I mean, just the color of the greens, everything looks so much better. We'll chip here. All right, what do we got? Yeah, you can really see some of these images. So we're at 240. I'm not gonna go for it, but I am gonna hit a little bit of a longer club. Let's see if I can hit a big draw with a 5-iron here. Oh, haven't played in 3 months since, ooh. You know what, sometimes I think that's best. The less I play this game, sometimes the more it comes back to me. A little fat and right, yeah. But the quality of the picture is just great. I mean, there's no way anybody could get this projector and complain about it. It does have a built-in speaker, so I am hearing wind and things like that. Nothing wrong with that. Let's do the old 5-iron again here. See how far that went. Let's see how much this back's holding me back. All right, I carried 181. All right, this is a muscle back 5-iron, so give me a little bit of credit on that. All right, downhill 4 feet, 157. We're gonna come in from left to right on this one with a little fade. And I faded it, but I started it right at it, so that sucks. And I'm in sand. Now, I'm too lazy to go get a sand wedge, so I will be hitting this with a 7-iron. Let's check out one more hole. All right, so we're on this hole here. Let's go ahead. Let's hit a driver. I'm going to turn all the lights on so you can see what the projector looks like with all the lights on in the room. All right, so that's with all the lights on. Now, obviously, you can tell you're going to lose some image quality by being this bright, but this room has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 overhead lights, 7 overhead lights if you count the spotlight over the golf ball, and the image quality is still pretty good. Let's see if I can't hit a halfway decent driver. That was all I got. That was it. Oh, we're hitting rocks. Let's see how far this one carried though. 243, now I guess I got more in me then. As you can tell though, with all the lights on in here, it's still a good image. There's nothing wrong. Look at that. I mean, so if you were in a situation where you had a lot of light, obviously that's not the preferred situation because you want to have, well, as less light as possible so your image looks as good as it could. All right, let's move you back here. All right, I'm going to kill the lights again so you can see how good the image quality comes back. Looks great. Let's see what we got here. Let's grab a hybrid because I don't feel like hitting another driver. Let's see if I can't hit a straightish hybrid here. That's out to the right. Yep, felt that. And I will be in, ooh. All right, so that was the BenQ LH820ST projector. It's a great projector. I recommend it. If you're looking for a projector, this is one I'd definitely be trying to get a hold of if I was you. It does have a lot of features that allow you to set it up in different locations, which can be great for everybody's setup. Some people, you don't have the same setup for 2 to 3 years. You might have one spot you want to put it in and then gradually, move to another spot. Well, you don't have to buy all new stuff for that. This projector will come along for the ride with you. So if you're in your garage and you move to a new building, whatever, this projector will work for you. It is a little bit bigger than the current model that I currently use, which is the 632ST. I've said these numbers so many times I get them screwed up, but pretty sure it's a 632ST. If not, I'll put the right thing right here, but pretty sure that's it. And by a little bigger, I mean maybe a ½ inch taller and maybe 3 to 4 inches longer. But other than that, it's a great projector. I'd buy this projector. I wish I could golf more. Ooh. I gotta get this back thing figured out. Oh, ah, mold.